In the quiet village of Kivulini, life was simple, until Kiki, the cleverest chicken anyone had ever seen, caused chaos everywhere. She belonged to Mzee Omari, an old man who loved his farm but could never keep up with Kiki's tricks. Every morning, instead of scratching for food like other chickens, Kiki would sneak into the kitchen, flip open the lid of the pot with her beak, and snatch a piece of ugali. Then, with a triumphant cluck, she'd sprint out, leaving Mzee Omari yelling, "Kiki, come back with my lunch." Kiki didn't stop at stealing food. One day, she locked the goats out of their pen by cleverly nudging the wooden latch shut. The goats bleated in confusion as Kiki perched on the fence, clucking in laughter. Another time, when Mzee Omari tried to make her help gather grains, Kiki hopped onto the back of the cow and rode it across the field, pretending to be a queen. "This chicken is a menace," the villagers cried, as Kiki clucked proudly, flapping her wings in victory. Fed up with Kiki's tricks, the villagers decided to catch her. They tried luring her with corn, but Kiki wasn't fooled. She simply kicked the corn into the dirt and strutted away. They even set up a net trap, but Kiki tied the loose end to a tree, causing the net to fall on Mzee Omari instead. The funniest attempt was when they dressed a scarecrow in a chef's hat to guard the kitchen. Kiki, ever the trickster, grabbed a scarf, wrapped it around her neck, and walked past the scarecrow like a human. "Cluck, cluck, I'm just visiting," she teased. The villagers had enough. One afternoon, they all joined forces to catch Kiki. Women with brooms, children with baskets, and men with ropes chased her across the village. But Kiki was too fast. She zipped through the market, scattering mangoes and bananas everywhere. She dashed into the riverbank, leaving the villagers splashing in muddy water. Finally, she climbed a tree and sat on the highest branch, clucking loudly. "Cluck, cluck, cluck! Victory is mine!" The villagers, exhausted, gave up and went home, shaking their heads. One moonlit night, a sneaky hyena crept into the village. It slinked past the huts, heading for the goat pen. But Kiki, perched in her tree, spotted the intruder. Instead of running, Kiki launched into action. She flapped her wings, squawking so loudly that the entire village woke up. The hyena, startled by the noise, tripped over a bucket and bolted into the darkness. When the villagers arrived, they found Kiki proudly guarding the goats. "She's a hero!" shouted Mzee Omari, holding her up like a trophy. From that day on, Kiki became the pride of Kivulini. The villagers forgave her mischievous ways, and even Mzee Omari laughed at her past tricks. They built her a special perch near the kitchen, where she could watch over the village. "Cluck, cluck," Kiki would say, puffing out her feathers as if to remind everyone who was in charge. And though she still stole the occasional piece of ugali, no one complained. After all, she wasn't just any chicken, she was Kuku wa Hatari.